report was First Grade Writers by Stephanie Parsons. I decided to incorporate a chapter of my book report book into my video project. So there's a chapter in this book on pattern books, and I decided to create a writer's workshop unit for my first grade classroom based on the chapter in this book. In case you're not familiar with the structure of Writer's Workshop, it consists of 3 parts every day. There's a mini lesson, an independent writing time, and a share time. During the mini lesson, there's 4 distinct parts. There's a connection to previous work, there's a specific teaching point, there's a time for active engagement or for the kids to try out what you're teaching, and then there's a link to future independent work. So the first video that you're going to see is the first lesson in my pattern books unit, in which I am introducing the unit and giving the kids the first pattern that they can try out when they're writing during the unit. The second mini lesson that you're going to see on the second video is a lesson towards the end of the pattern book unit, in which the kids have already been practicing writing different patterns, and now we're working on the endings of our pattern books. Later on in the second video, there's also a part where I'm conferring with a student. When you confer during Writer's Workshop, there are 3 parts to the conference. There's a research or compliment part, in which you notice what the student is doing. There's a teaching point, in which you decide what you're going to teach them in that lesson. And then there's a part where you decide on what you'll be working on with that student in the future. And as you noticed during the conference, I'm kind of writing an anecdotal note of what we went over in the conference. The third video occurs actually after my pattern books unit was finished. We decided to publish our books. Each student picked a book that they were going to publish, and I actually typed the books up for the student because we decided to have our writing celebration in each of the 3 kindergarten classes in my school. So each of the students got to select a kindergarten class that they would like to share their pattern book with, and the third video is actually while we're in one of the kindergarten classes sharing some of our pattern books. So those are the 3 videos that you'll see. Enjoy!